and staying with Donald Trump's historic re-election, along with winning 270 Electoral College votes, he has become the first Republican in 20 years to win the popular vote. The president-elect soared to this historic victory after shifting voters that Democrats once relied on. This time it was Latino voters who became a key part of Donald Trump's voter base. Exit polls show the Republicans saw a 14% increase among Latino voters compared to the 2020 election. Donald Trump also garnered more support from Latino women, as 38% of them voted for Donald Trump, an increase of 8 points from 2020.
So anyway, now I'm happy that he's back, so we can get in, things going. Right now everything is really bad, the economy and all this stuff. The abortion, you know what, it can be, work on it, you know what I mean? That's not a big deal. I mean, it may be, but not that much of a big deal. Right now it's just the economy. Get people working, spending money, they don't want to spend anything, everything too expensive.
Meanwhile, Black Americans, especially men, also voted for Donald Trump in large numbers than before. In the last election, around 90% of the Black men voters went to President Joe Biden. However, this time, the figure was around 80% for Kamala Harris, mainly because the Republican managed to make inroads among Black men.
I think the Black vote, men and women, you have a savvy voter. You don't have people listening to Big Mama anymore, making their decisions about voting. And when you have people like Barack Obama and Roland Martin, that they're speaking down to the Black community, Charlemagne the God now that you're bringing on, and you're speaking down actually to intelligent Black men. But because they don't agree with your Democratic rhetoric, they become what? Uneducated. They become stupid, even utilizing the stimulus check as a reasoning.
Even in the swing state of Pennsylvania, which was considered the biggest battleground this election, voters say they were not surprised by Donald Trump's win.
Really, I wasn't surprised, because when I saw last night that he won, I just turned the TV off. I said, this man gonna win. He's gonna win, so I just went to bed.
The surge in support for Donald Trump suggests that his focus on the economy resonated with the working class Hispanic and Black voters around America. For voters like them, the president-elect promises of a better economy and job security mattered a lot. Ahead of the election, polls show that Latinos were drawn to Donald Trump's proposals of stricter immigration laws and blocking migrants from entering the country.
We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump also tapped into the sentiment of out-of-touch liberals as his campaign fanned the issues of transgender rights. Now, this helped the Republican leader in retaining socially conservative groups in rural as well as urban America. By winning the trust of these communities, which propelled Joe Biden to victory in 2020, it is safe to say that Donald Trump has now given Democrats a lot to think about before the next election.